Smash up the like, smash up the like. Willie D. Shout out to Willie D. Alright, so y'all see the title, man. Uh, y'all see the title. See the title. Cassie is gonna testify against Diddy. Got the article right here. So, uh, Sean Diddy trial is set to start May 5th with jury selection. A court filing rules shows that three people would be testifying anonymously at his trial. So we know three people is going to be testifying anonymously at his trial. It is also known that Cassie, his ex-girlfriend, will be testifying under her own name. So Cassie's going to be under her own name, testifying against her once, boyfriend. Ain't nothing like a woman scorned, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Cassie gonna get the last laugh, you know. And let me see what else they got. What celebrities could be called to testify at the Diddy trial? What's up, One Piece? What's up? It is unclear what celebrities could be called to testify. However, there are many who has previous connection with Combs. Jay-Z, for example, have been named in a now dismissed lawsuit that claimed he and Diddy had all word a 13-year-old girl while a female celebrity watched. So we know that Jay-Z ain't even gonna testify. We know Jay-Z ain't gonna testify. Jay-Z couldn't. Jay-Z wouldn't even been a character witness for Beanie Siegel. Now, if y'all remember, Beanie Siegel was on trial. Jay-Z went to the trial. The judge asked Jay-Z, if we release Beanie Siegel in your custody, would you be able to care for him? Jay-Z said no. You know what I'm saying? Let me get you out of here, man. Talking that gay stuff. We ain't with that, man. Jay-Z said no. And he said it so low that the judge had to ask him again, like, yo, say louder. What you said? He said no. So to expect Jay-Z to be a character witness or somebody to testify on your behalf or testify against you, Jay don't pop out for nobody. So this statement said Jay-Z, yeah, right. Hip-hop cop Derek Parker told News Nation Jay-Z and Diddy were pretty close. Brain is the tree of life. Love is the, no doubt. Hip-hop police is still around. So we see the hip-hop police, the hip-hop police is still around. They never left since the 90s. Y'all thought the hip-hop police left? They was always in the Jordans. They had the braids. They had the baseball caps. They had the baggy pants. They went to the nightclubs. They was at the video shoots. That's what they do. They infiltrate. Then they set cases on y'all. You know, they might send in a female, just like how Shannon Sharp got caught up. You know, they send one to you. Or if they have a female, you know, they might entice her with a deal. The same way they caught Shannon Sharp. They're going to entice her with a deal. And if she's young enough, she's stupid enough, she's going to take the deal. And it's going to take you down. Yo, what's up, stars? So the hip-hop cop said Jay-Z and Diddy were pretty close. He also said it's not just Jay-Z. Everybody's scared right now. Pop star Jennifer Lopez is Combs' ex-girlfriend and was with the rapper in 1999 when he allegedly fired a gun in a club, causing the couple to be arrested. According to reports at the time, they had been partying at Club New York. Yeah, we know that. So Cassie is gonna testify against Diddy, man. You know, so once I seen Cassie, you know, like I knew Cassie wasn't gonna be down with you. She too pretty. She looked like she's standoffish. See, like when you deal with girls and you gotta read their vibe, bro. You gotta read their vibe. Cassie was off herself, and the minute she got an opportunity, she gonna take it. She gonna take it. She took his money. She's going on a stand. She's gonna testify against him. He already gave her millions. She's trying to bury Diddy. Give advice for a 14-year-old who is studying law. You studying law, man. That's good. You 14. You got your head on your shoulders. That means you know what you want to do. That's a good thing. Now what you need to do, stay away from females, stay away from drugs, stay away from all those knuckleheads who's gonna steer you from your path. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna see, oh, he's good, he's focused. So like somebody who's unmotivated is always gonna try to get you off your course. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to get you off your course, period. The unmotivated, they hate to see somebody who's successful. You know? Your success is gonna cause envy. I'm gonna tell you that now. You 14, they're gonna see it. They're gonna be envious of you because you smarter than them. You know, you focus. In 10 years, you're gonna be 24. You know, in 10 years, they're gonna be in jail or dead. They know that. They know. They know they know there ain't gonna be nothing in life, and you're gonna be something. So you cannot let the undesirables take you off your path. Like even with Shannon Sharp, like we gotta learn from that. Shannon Sharp was on his path, and he let a finesser take him off his course. Same thing with you. You studying law, you on your path. Don't let nobody take you off your course. That's free game. But back to the thing. So, who else could testify against Diddy? Who's Hughes? Yeah. So, this case is gonna be crazy, man. Like you thought the Young Thug case was gonna be crazy. Thank you so much. I needed that. Definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? You 14, and you know what you want to do. So, like what you want to be, a prosecutor, a defense attorney. You want to lock people up, or you want to defend them. It's too tight. A prosecutor is there to lock you up. Now, a defense attorney is there to defend you. You know? So you have to pick one. Prosecute or defend. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so Diddy trial is coming up, man. What y'all think about Diddy? Y'all think you're going to be found not guilty? Okay, you're going to defend. That's good, man. Got to defend the defenseless. You know? Try to defend the defenseless, man. The people who can't defend themselves, man. Try to be a voice for them. A voice for the voiceless. We got to use our power, man. Our power to do good. Other people use their power to do bad. I get it. We all got choices. But my choice is not to destroy, it's to build. We all got choices. You're either going to build or destroy. It's what you're going to do. Now, if you're going to destroy, I choose not to be around you. I choose not to entertain that. I got a right. It's my God-given right not to be around ignorance. So I choose not to be around ignorance. And that kept me out of prison. Because a lot of people issues, it don't be theirs. They take on other people issues. Because you might be with this person, and guess what? You guilty by association. Now, the enemy of that person might see you with him. You guilty by association. So you taking on other people issues. So sometimes the drama don't even be your own drama. It be somebody else's drama. Diddy will be locked up for a couple years and will be the first resident as a black rapper. He will have over 14 charges. Yeah, but you know, is being a swinger a crime? That's what his defense is saying. P. Diddy's a swinger. You know, a swinger is you with multiple people. That's a swinger. So they call him Diddy a swinger now. And they said, is that a crime? Is P. Diddy a swinger being a crime? The judge allowed Cassie's video to be shown in the trial. Like, for Cassie video to be shown in the trial, like, this trial ain't about Cassie. So that should be inadmissible. You know what I'm saying? Like, why does her video have to be shown in this trial? That should be inadmissible. This have nothing to do with Cassie. So what, why are you trying to paint an image with somebody that the trial got nothing to do with? Okay, you're going to show her video for what? Is she on trial? Is he on trial for her? No, he's not. No, he's not. They settled in court, right? They settled. Civil suit, right? Civil suit. So, but somehow her video is allowed to be shown in the trial to paint the image. Like, look at him. But this trial got nothing to do with Cassie. Not a goddamn thing to do with Cassie. So why does her video have to be shown? You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. Thank you, Lindbergh. Appreciate you. So a federal judge in New York on Friday allowed a video depicting Sean Diddy Combs kicking and dragging then girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016 into his upcoming trial. So a judge allowed that video into his upcoming trial. And this got nothing to do with the case. All right, so his defense said, there's a lifestyle, call it swingers. That he wasn't that. He was, no, they said there was a lifestyle, call it swingers. That he was. In that, he thought was appropriate. So they trying to say Diddy was a swinger and that he thought it was appropriate. The reason he thought it was appropriate is because it is so common. So, I'm reading an article. Combs has denied the charges, and he said the sexual encounters was consensual. He pleads not guilty. Remember, they gave Combs a plea deal, and he denied and rejected the plea deal. The same thing A$AP Rocky did. Remember, they gave A$AP Rocky a plea deal. A$AP Rocky denied the plea deal, and he was found not guilty. Diddy trying to take that same route. They gave Diddy a plea deal. He denied it, taking it to trial. Jury selection in the trial begins on May 5th. So jury selection is in about we got about a week left. So the prosecutor, so this is the prosecutor for Diddy. Who, Meredith? Let's see what she looked like. So this is Diddy prosecutor. Let me see. Let's get a picture of her. P. Diddy prosecutor. So where's she at? It's a Meredith. I want to see what she look like. Who's P. Diddy prosecutor? They ain't showing her face. Only thing we got is this. So I'm thinking that's Meredith. And that's P. Diddy right there. The last time we seen P. Diddy live in the flesh was September. September was the last time we seen P. Diddy. Anything we seen was pictures. So we had September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 8 months. P. Diddy was locked up. 8 months, y'all. 8 months. P. Diddy was locked up. Tried to get bail for $50 million. Couldn't get it. 8 months. Who knows if this trial gonna allow cameras? Who knows? Will this trial allow cameras? If not, it's all we're gonna get. It's sketches. If there's no cameras in the courtroom, this is all we're gonna get. Sketches of P. Diddy. Let me take a little smell break. I'll be right back. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all come to the building. It's the bite. Hit the like button, y'all. Happy Sunday. In California, they call it Sunday Fun Day. You know, they will hit the strip in California and jump in their lowriders and just cruise at 5 miles an hour. Every Sunday is a tradition. Sunday Fun Day. Y'all smash that like. Doing my YouTube numbers, you know what I'm saying? My algorithm. Yeah, I seen a video I put up with Monique going viral. Y'all been watching that all day and night. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all run them numbers up. Take a little smoke break. Don't mind me. I'll be back in a few. I'm back. Oh, yes, I'm back. I'm back. Welcome back. Getting these right here. Alright, so back to the articles here. So let me see. What else we got? Java. Yeah, I see my next one. Shout out to the Knicks, man. About to wrap this up, man. Go New York. Go New York. Go. See that? Saying we so close, so far. You gonna get there though, yeah? You gonna get there, man. Mod gang. Shout out to the Mod gang. Building. Mod gang or no gang. This unpin that. We in the building. Yes, yes. Shout out to the Knicks, man. This is our year. Yeah? We're gonna do it this year, man. We're gonna do it this year. We're gonna get the Pistons out the way. They wrapped up. We finished with them. Moving on. We're gonna advance, you know what I'm saying? Gotta keep moving, you know? Gotta get your groove on. Gotta get your groove on. It's a light Sunday, man. You know, Sunday's always light, man. You know. Chilling. Gotta get your groove on. What y'all on, man? Shout out to the new subscribers, man. I'm getting a lot of new subscribers. It's growing, you know. Our channel is growing. I see it. I'm watching. I watch the algorithm. I watch the analytics. I see the new subscribers. They coming in. They popping up. Gotta keep hitting y'all with the shorts, man. The shorts is what, you know, is what people like. People is so short attention span. So they're like 15-second videos. They're like 30-second videos. So that's what's so popular, you know? People's attention span is so short that they can't sit down and, you know, and watch a whole full-length video no more. So you gotta do the YouTube shorts, bro. I mean, if you study the system, you know, perfect the system, bro. That's all we trying to do. Perfect the system that we in right here. You know what I'm saying? So we always listening, man. Listening, observing. Always listening. You know, always observing. Put on at least 10 more pounds. You know what I mean? Put on 10 more pounds. 10 more pounds of solid muscle. Yeah. Shalom, man. Finish up here. Let's fill in this. Fill in all that. Fill it in. We're doing fill-ins, man. Fill in all the empty spots, you know? Fill in all the empty spots. Fill in all the empty spots, man. Just, you know, just brush it up. Filling it all. Sleeve up your arm, you know. Yeah, but Swamizi. Easy like a Sunday morning. So what's up? Where y'all from, man? Shout out to the new people, man, the new subscribers. See y'all. Where y'all thugging from? What's up? Shout out to the new ones. Shout out to my A1 day ones. Shout out to the new ones. Yeah. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Cruising. Western. I wanna be high, so high. So it says he has devoted 30 years of his life to football. There is no question he has insightful things to say about what happens on the gridiron. He has a great screen presence, so when he was on Undisputed with Skip Bayless, he leapt off the television and caught the attention of Black Twitter. There was hardly a day during the pandemic when someone didn't use his face in a meme. He was social media gold. So when his time at Fox came to an end, it made sense that Stephen A. Smith recruited him to join ESPN's First Take. So he was recruited by Stephen A. Smith. So everything falls on you, Stephen A. You brought him in. So the uneasy partnership between Shannon and Skip Bayless had officially come to an end, following the news that Sharp had reached out for a buyout. Damn. Wow, man. Before passing it over to an emotional Sharp, co-host Janet Healy noted that Ugh. Yo, what's up? What's up? In the building. Sunday fun day. See you tapping in. Shout out to Nita, Maud. Anything good over there? Shout out to you. Shout out to you though. See you. You already know. Holding it the best I can. You know what I'm saying? The best I can hold it down is what I'm doing. Trying to survive in the land of the living. Survive in the land of the living. You know, stay sucker free in the land of lollipops, and I'm alright. You know, get money, stay out the way. That's all we know. That's all we know. Get money, stay out the way. You know, that's one thing. You know, I ain't got to never worry about me getting out of pocket. You ain't never got to worry about me, you know, being on goofy time. You never, ever got to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? We seasoned veteran, man. We seasoned in the game of life, not just seasoned in life. So once you get up in age, bro, you really understand what really matters and what don't matter. You know, so what don't matter, we tend to just push it aside and don't deal with it, and we only deal with what's important. You know, I ain't got time to be wasting time on stuff that's not that's not teaching me nothing. So my time is very valuable, and I so shout out to y'all, man, for being in the building, man. Already know, man. We move on a different level, man. We're in a different time, so once you see me, it's like it's money to be made. I'll only come out when it's time to make bread, bro. Like other than that, I'm out the way. If it don't involve money, it don't involve me. That's the way I've been. That's the way I see it. You know what I'm saying? The most successful people, man, is laid back, and I want what I want, and that's that. Kind of collect, and I'm gone. You know, kind of collect, and I'm gone. Give me me. Everything else y'all can have. You know, all the attention, y'all can have it. They can have all the attention, and they can have all that. I'm good on that. You know, summertime coming up, and you already know, man. They get wild in the city for the summer. Not even gonna hold you. Just the trains in general. Somebody got killed on a train yesterday morning. The Brooklyn Bridge line. Somebody got stabbed up right on the platform. That's the time they on out here. They kill you right on the train, right on the platform. I'm pretty sure it was some argument. That's the problem, bro. You can't argue with nobody nowadays. It's always some argument. Always some argument, bro, that stem from it. People are crazy. Not in just New York. I'm talking about everywhere. You know, this ain't just a New York thing. It's a people thing. You can't argue with nobody. You know, most of the stuff stems from, you know, people don't, you know, they don't even know each other. It's just an argument. Yeah, just an argument. That's why, you know, I don't argue. None of that, bro. You got it. You win. Trying to make it home. Trying to make it home, bro. Like, you know, end of the day, man, pride. Pride got a lot of men and women in jail. Pride got a lot of men and women in the graveyard. Jail graveyard. Pride, being a bully. And that's another one. Being a bully. Trying to bully people, and you know, you can't bully grown men. At some point, somebody that's scared of you is gonna do something to you. You you think a scared person won't do something to you? You know, they're tired of you harassing them. They want to sleep safe at night. They don't want, you know. Plus, when you make too much enemies out here and somebody do something to you, people will be glad. The case will never get solved. Police won't know how to solve it. You got too much enemies. They won't know where to look. Because everywhere you go, you create enemies. You create enemies. And when somebody bump you out the way, you think people gonna cry? They're gonna rejoice. They're gonna rejoice, man. Oh, he's gone. I'm glad he's gone. He was terrorizing the whole neighborhood. They're gonna be glad. I'm like, yeah, he's out of here. Good. So I say that to say, like, all the stuff you do overtake you, man. You know what I'm saying? Overtake you, man. Pride come before the fall, bro. Pride. No matter how much money you got, bro. This universe got a way of humbling you, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Got a way of humbling you. I don't care how much money you got. You know, you're going to get humbled if you're out of pocket. If you're out of pocket, if you're out of alignment, the universe got a way of putting you right back in alignment. But first, it's going to put you into the dust, meaning it's going to knock you out your position. So, now, I mean, if you up here, it's going to knock you down there. You know what I'm saying? Humble you real quick. Word. So, you can't be out here like, you know. So, you know, I just move on a different accord, man. And that took years of me just reflecting, you know. Years of me just not being what the world perceived me to be. You know, I'm giving y'all free game. Y'all can take it or leave it. But, you know, what the world perceive you to be is not you. You know, it's what you act like when you come out your crib every day. You know what I mean? As soon as you walk out your door, it's action. You know, now you become what you think the world wants you to be. So you want to be a cutthroat person, a conniving person, a sneaky person, a lying person, a treacherous person, an untrustworthy person. That's all traits of the world that you pick up because you think that's what's going to lead you to success. I ain't going to lead you to no success, man. I ain't no success, man, you know. That's just you being, you know, a nasty person, man. I can't respect people that way. That's exactly what happened to Shannon, yeah. Exactly what happened to Shannon, Nita. RC, what's up? Salute, man. Salute. RC. But Nita, that's exactly what happened to Shannon. They told Shannon, man, like same thing happened to me. What happened to Shannon happened to me, but not in that drastic way. I was told like, yo, leave this girl alone. Yo, she ain't right for you, bro. Leave her alone. But I'm blinded in my lust that I ain't listen. She end up being a stalker. You know, I'm hanging out or whatever. She end up taking pictures of me everywhere I go. She following me. Just you know, I was contemplating going to the police to file a police report. It was getting that drastic. I'm like, damn, I might need a police report on this on this crazy chick, bro. And my sister warned me, bro. My sister warned me, like, yo, stay away from her. Leave her alone. I ain't listen. I ain't listen. So I had to go through what I had to go through with this crazy chick, bro. So now Shannon got to go through what he got to go through with this situation, bro. I was warned, bro, but I'm blinded by lust. My sister like, yo, leave her alone, bro. She ain't right. She crazy. I'm like, what is she talking about? You don't know nothing. I'm like, I've come to find out. You know, I'm trying to say women know women, bro. So if a woman, Monique, is telling you, a man, to stay away from that, bro, you gotta listen. She a female too. That's what I. It took me years to understand, like, damn, I could have dodged that bullet. If I had listened, I'd have dodged the bullet. I'd have dodged that bullet, bro. For real, for real. He said, I read the message she sent Shannon, nasty sexual deviant work. You read the we have all been humbled by oh man, talk about it. She was eating groceries and dominating him with the strap. Hey yo, what? Dominating him with the strap? I knew. See, I told y'all a couple days ago, I said the video that he wants silence is something that's gonna be pagan, dildo or so, you know what I mean? Something where he's biting a pillow. I said he was gonna be biting a pillow. Bent over, biting a pillow. He was gonna pay 10 million to not get that released, man. You don't want that released? That's crazy work. Now, if y'all know Gorilla Hebrew, now he was one that was exposed by text messages. His girlfriend exposed him in a text message saying how he wanted to be pegged, how he wanted his girlfriend to be screwed by a white man, and his girlfriend is black, and he's a Gorilla Hebrew. He's a blackity black Hebrew Israelite. right. Yeah, Gorilla Hebrew. Yeah, he's from Sakari camp. Turmeric root powder. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's one there. Yeah. Biscuit flour. Give me a sec. Okay. Right. Okay. There you go, man. Appreciate you. All right. See if I have some change for you real quick. You got change for 20, buddy? Yep. Got change for 20? All right. You get back for 2 herbs.
Nine.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha. There you go, man. This is your change. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Nostrand and St. John.
Yeah, Nostrand and St. John's. Yep.
What's the name?
All right, I'm back, guys. Had to mute up for a sec. You know. So he says she probably don't see him as a man no more. Anytime a female do that to you, you ain't a man. She gonna see you as a man. You know, forget that. She ain't gonna see you as a man. Gorilla Hebrew wanted to get pegged. He got exposed by his own camp leader. Exposed him. He brought the pegging kit. He was about to go through with it. Text messages. He brought the stuff from online. He took the screenshots to show his girl. And she was a black woman that he wanted to get screwed by a white man, and she have on I love white men t-shirt. That's his fetish. That was his fetish. You know. So the fact that you said Shannon Sharp wanted to get pegged and he was willing to pay $10 million for that information not to get out shows that they wanted more money. Oh, this is some valuable information. We want more money. 10 million is not enough. You know what they said? They wanted 50 million? Good night. You might as well put it out. I'm not giving you that. I'm going to just put it out and I'm going to come out the closet. That's the only way Shannon Sharp could get above, in front of that. Okay, I'm not paying 50 million. Put it out and I'm going to just come out the closet. And I'm going to just go with the Rainbow Coalition. Because he's finished, man. If what you said RC is some dildo involved and all of that, okay. It's like, like just living your truth. Just living your truth, Other than that, Nita is still in the building. Appreciate you, Nita, for being here, man. But yeah, living your truth. It's 2025. Don't nobody care anymore. Nobody gonna care. Living your truth. That's how I see it. Living your truth, bro. You know what? They don't care. Who you think run the world? Who you think run the world? They run the world. They got everything. They in power. They say what goes. They tell you how to dress. They dress you. They run the world. So a lot of people embrace them. So what's in the dark is gonna come to the light. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all come into the building. Y'all smash that like button up for your boy. Appreciate y'all for being here. But what's in the dark gonna come to the light, man. It's gonna come to the light. Now, Mr. Sharp probably, probably seen it. Probably wish it wasn't no, hidden cameras. Hidden cameras in the place. What you gonna do? That's why you gotta control your urges, man. But like I said, man, you're gonna get humbled one way or the other. Now, if you learn from it, you learn from it. You don't, then 30 years in football, 30 years of working hard, blood, sweat, and tears, acquiring your wealth, acquiring your millions, and you lose it, and you let an OnlyFans thought take you down. It should have been harder than that. Should have been harder than that. Should have been harder than that. Ain't no 19 or 21-year-old gonna take me down, nothing. I'm in my 50s, my 60s. I got more life than you. I know more than you. I'm more seasoned than you in life. You should have more. Yes, sir. You should have more common sense than you in life. So how did he let a 21-year-old take him down? That's what I never understand. You let a young girl take you down. All the fortune you amassed, and this is, no matter if it's not true, that don't come off your name, bro. That don't come off your jacket, true or not. That stays with you. That and the funny, the funny charges. Them things don't go away, no matter what. Yeah, man. So you know, we gotta learn, man. We gotta learn. Learn. You ain't immune to this, man. Nobody's immune to this. I told you my story. Similar to Shannon. I ain't immune to it. Crazy women. I done had them all. I had a few. I told you one story. I done had a few crazy women. Seen some crazy stuff. I'm like, sheesh, I should have listened. That's why they say hard head make a soft behind. Hard head make a soft behind. For real. You should have listened. I should have you know, I was like, ooh, wee. Next time somebody tell me, yo, because they're on the outside looking in, you don't know better. You got your nose so far up, you in a honeymoon phase. You ain't paying attention to nothing. Now you got people who care about you gonna say, yo, that ain't good, gang. Don't do that. They're gonna tell you, yo, don't do that, man. Fall back from that. Mm. Like I said, mine wasn't so drastic that I can't recover. Now, Shannon Sharp on a different hand, his is in the media, money, sponsorship, the loss of a lot of things. Then another person came out against him. So now you got two accusers. The second accuser, she says she was with you for a decade. So she want her piece. She see this. Oh, this is going down. Oh, I need a piece of that. That's what she said. Oh, word? I need a piece of the money too. I need a piece of the action. So now she want a piece of the action. Mm. Oh, she said, oh, this is going down. I need a piece of this. That's what accuser number 2 said. Accuser number 2 said, I need a piece of this action right here. This is the action I need. And don't be surprised. Accuser number 3 come out. Accuser number 4. Because these are going, we talking about relationships. So who knows how many relationships Shannon Sharpe had? That he might have been abusive and all them things. Who knows how much, he had. But I tell you this, he got 2 accusers. If they could make 1, they could make 2. They could make 2, they could make 100. All right? They skip the 3, skip the 4, go straight to the 100. Oh man. He messed up the bag. He messed up his future. He messed up the bag. Don't ever mess up your bag like that. Don't ever put, man, like I don't even know what to say. I'm trying to make sense of why he would do this, blow all this money. This remind me of Mike Tyson and Robin Givens. Robin Givens, caught Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is big. Mike Tyson is strong. Yeah, Mike Tyson is strong. Mike Tyson is aggressive. Mike Tyson beat up 100% of the world. So you could imagine a Mike Tyson in his prime getting his money taken by Robin Givens. Robin Givens. Yes, Robin Givens. How strong as Mike Tyson is. Robin Givens took Mike Tyson for some money. Mike Tyson, Robin Givens. So how strong Shannon Sharpe is, a woman still took him for his money. No matter how strong Mike Tyson is, a woman still take him for his money. So we got expensive divorces in the world of sports. The world of sports. A list of the 14 most expensive divorces in the world of sports. I'm telling you, marriage is a business. People don't marry, people don't get married for love. People don't get married because, it's a business. Marriage is a business. It's a contract. It's a business contract between 2 parties, bro. It's a contract. It's a business, bro. So we have Michael Jordan. Damn. So Michael Jordan's separation from Juanita, he paid her $243 million. So Michael Jordan's separation from Juanita, he paid her $243 million. Whew. That's some life-changing money. For a simple woman like Juanita to have $243 million. Wow. So how about Humphreys and the Kardashian? So Chris Humphreys does not have the status of the other athletes on the list. His division is included due to his uniqueness, and this is due to the fact that his marriage with Kim Kardashian lasted only 72 hours. Everything came to an end. So how much he paid? Ain't saying that. Wade and the 300,000 pension. O'Neal and the betrayal. So Mike Tyson and Robin Givens. So Mike Tyson, what I was talking about, Mike Tyson gave Robin Givens 15 million. 15 million he gave Robin Givens. So how much y'all think Shannon Sharpe gonna give his accusers? Mike Tyson gave 15 million to Robin Givens. 15 million. How much y'all think Shannon gonna give to his accusers? Females is getting the bag out here. I'm showing y'all. Females are getting the bag. Juanita Jordan, 200 million from Michael Jordan. How much money he got? If he could, if he could give away not give away, but if he could part with hundreds of millions, my man is worth billions, bro. Billions. You know what I'm saying? So imagine scandals came out of Michael Jordan the way it came out of Shannon Sharpe. You could imagine the scandals of Michael Jordan, and how much he would have to pay if he was, the silence, the stuff that the groupies who deal with Jordan, the stuff that they know. They got to sign NDAs. Period. You got to sign an NDA. You deal with these high value celebrities. You really got to sign NDAs. Now, Shannon Sharpe, his situation is, but a lot of celebrities got their groupies intact. They got their groupies in check, because they all do a lot of freaky stuff. They all do it. They men. Men watch porno. Men want to relive the stuff they see in pornos. You know what I'm saying? They want to bring that to real life. And we got money to do it. And this world is funded on money, and people will do some nasty stuff for the bag. For the bag, they will do whatever you want them to do. For the bag, they will do whatever. Whatever. People got bills to pay. That's all they think about, bills. Why you think they got streetwalkers out here? Lot lizards. Ready to sleep with any random person. For the bag, for the money, they're ready to, sleep with you. The lot lizards, the prostitutes, the streetwalkers, whatever you call them. You got the money, they got the honey. Period. Appreciate y'all for chopping it up with your boy. Nita. RC, what's up, man? My peoples, good peoples. I see y'all. For the bag, man. For the bag, a sister would herself. For that money, she would devalue herself. And that's a shame, because a lot of people will use that against you. Especially if you money hungry. That's the last thing you want to be, is money hungry. and somebody got money, they're gonna turn you out. They're gonna turn you out, and you ain't gonna say no because you money hungry. You addicted to the cash. You addicted to it, so you ain't gonna never say no. You're gonna bend over. You're gonna do what you gotta do, and that's called having no integrity. That's called having no integrity. A person with integrity would never do that. Man, I'd rather work hard than than sell my body as a man, as a woman. I don't respect that. I don't respect no woman who sells her body. I don't, I don't, I don't support prostitutes. And I don't support strip clubs. They don't get my money. They won't get $1 from me. I don't pay for it. And I don't go strip clubs. They don't get nothing from me. Go get a job. Work. Close your legs. Close your legs. Get a job. I'm not supporting you. I don't like no women who do that, bro. You do that, and you got kids. You on OnlyFans, looking for a saver man, looking for a dude to save you. I don't respect you. I don't respect you. I respect a woman who gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? You get it, I'll meet you at the table. We come together. Behind every great man is a woman. And behind every great woman is a man. Period. Let's work together. Together. We gotta build together. That's the problem, bro. Like I said, marriage is a business relationship. It's not built on trust, commitment, sacrifice. It's not built on none of that stuff. That's the old days. That's not now. That's when our parents, that's our parents' relationships. So if you find that, that's rare. I'm just saying it's rare. It's out here, but you gotta look. It's very rare because a lot of females out here, they brainwashed into what the OnlyFans, the IGs want you to look like. So even regular chicks got BBLs. Regular, it's not like you ain't nobody. What you got a BBL for? You a hood chick. You gotta be, but they get influenced by what they see. By what they see. So every chick out here fake now. It's just what it is. So if you're looking for a traditional relationship and you got that, you better hold on to that. And if you're looking, you got to keep looking, man. You know what I'm saying? But they out here. But they few in between because so much fake, overcrowd everything. All females look for in a man, do he got money? They don't care about your personality. They don't care if you crazy, if you violent, you'll crash out. They don't care none about your mental state. As long as you got money, you win. It's too easy. It's too easy to have access to females nowadays. It's no shame. You don't gotta spit game no more. When I came up, you had to have game, bro. You had to have game. It wasn't no IG, none of that stuff. You had to talk to a female outside. You had to have game. Then you gave her your beeper number, and she beep you. And if you outside, you call it a payphone. I don't even think y'all know what payphones is. Yeah, I don't know what payphones is. Bugging, bro. Remember that? You have to call it your payphones. You. Oh man, that's what you know what I'm saying. I'm taking it way back to the payphones. Before the cell phones, you have to go. You have to call a payphone, bro. Yeah, a whole line. You talking to shorty. You see somebody behind you, easing into your conversation. It's a mess. But we got it done. We got it done in the hardest situation. No cell phones, no TikToks, no YouTubes, no none of this stuff. But we still find a way to socialize. Ain't that crazy? You could socialize through any era. You find a way to socialize through any era. Like even though it wasn't no computers or whatever, we still socialize. The beepers. Remember the two-way pages. Uh, Remember the first BlackBerry. Now the BlackBerry was the first smartphone. I remember I had a BlackBerry like early 2000s. That was kind of the first smartphone for me, BlackBerry. I don't even think y'all remember what a BlackBerry is. Man, so much access to a lot of things, man. So I seen all eras, man. I seen all eras. You know, I seen everything change. I seen when cars was trash. Now you got Teslas out here, Cybertrucks. You got cars with crazy models, big body cars that the interiors look like something you never seen out of this world. That's how cars is now. I was an era when you had station wagons and punch buggies and you know what I'm saying? Toyota Corollas, the 1990 Corollas. You had the Acura Legends. You had the NSX classic cars. You know what I'm saying? You had the so you know what I mean? So much things change. So we seen how cars evolved. Like I said, they got self-driving cars now, Teslas now. So you know what I mean? So if you from the 80s, man, you gotta see the change, the evolving things, man. Like even with the rap music. We see the rap music change, man. Now it's drill music now. Now they got drill music, and these brothers is making millions of dollars with no middleman. It's straight to consumer. So we see the elevation of cars go from Teslas and Cybertrucks and all these new big body cars I see come out every day. Oh, yes. Yes, y'all. What's up, y'all? We still in the building, man. Excuse me. Got a few to go, and then we out of here. Then, you know. But I'm going to holler at y'all, though, man. Y'all have a good one. Y'all take care.
What do you take? 225?
Nah.
One?
One in the diesel.
Pour some more stuff here.
Yes, sir. I'm going to holler at y'all. Gave y'all an hour, 10 minutes. Nita, RC, Mod Gang, I see y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed Sunday. Y'all take care. We going to do this again. Till next go around. Peace and love.